Good morning, and thank you for joining us on After GMS. Look, you blinked, and what do you know? It's Monday.
It happens that way.
It does. We're happy that you're joining us once again for After GMS. It is Monday, May 23rd. I'm Tracy McCain here with Ed Matthews and Megan Milleris.
Yeah, going to be a holiday weekend coming up. The forecast up and down. I mean, we had close to 90s again this weekend. Some pools were open, and now, what, 60s tomorrow?
Yeah, maybe staying in the mid and upper 60s tomorrow. That compared to 87 that we had yesterday, and we're going to notice it much cooler today with the lower 70s here in the Piedmont. It'll be a lot hotter to our south. We've got a little front that's sagging south of the Triad, and we're on the north side of it, so hence temperatures cooler. And also with rain moving in midday and ramping up on through the afternoon, that's going to help to cool the atmosphere as well. This morning, the rain so far has been mainly west of I-77, that corridor that runs north and south over western North Carolina. Places like Wilkesboro and over to Mount Airy and Surrey County, Yadkin County have gotten a few patches of light rain. But the main rain that we're going to deal with later this afternoon and through the evening is down over Alabama and Georgia. This is a wet area of low pressure that moved in from the Gulf of Mexico overnight, and it's been tracking north. It'll turn to the northeast and move through the Carolinas later on this afternoon and tonight. Could bring upwards of an inch of rain here in the Piedmont. Severe weather threat low, but not zero. You can see in the dark green area south of Greensboro, which would include most of Davison County, also Randolph County and Montgomery County, and the southern areas of Alamance. Those areas are in the marginal risk, level 1 area for maybe a strong or severe storm with damaging winds. Between about 2 p.m. and about 10 p.m. this evening, that is the time frame that the low pressure will have its greatest impact on the Piedmont as it tracks just south of our area. A severe storm could bring some damaging winds, some small hail a possibility, and also we'll be on the lookout for some pockets of heavy rain that are possible that could lead to some minor flash flooding. So we're watching this very closely as we go through the afternoon and evening. That low pressure moving through northern Georgia by midday, and as it tracks along a front to our south, it's going to bring that heavier rain right into the Piedmont right on through the afternoon and through the evening. And then once the area of low pressure moves on out, we get back to still unsettled weather by Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday with the front to our south and high pressure to our north. Cooler than normal temperatures and kind of off and on patches of mainly light rain for Tuesday, Wednesday, and into Thursday. The heaviest rain expected later this afternoon and into the evening hours here in the Piedmont. You keep the umbrella close, stay weather aware. We'll keep an eye on things for you as that wet system moves through the area. Looking at highs in the lower 70s, and then tomorrow off and on patches of mainly light rain and 66. We'll keep it unsettled Wednesday and Thursday with off and on rain showers, lower 70s on Wednesday, upper 70s by Thursday, hoping to break down this pattern sometime on Friday. Right now we'll be very optimistic and go with a dry holiday weekend, mostly sunny Saturday and Sunday, and we'll warm back into the low and mid 80s.
All right, so Dorothy's ruby slippers, the flashy neuralizer in Men in Black, you know, that little button that you click on. There's also the golden ticket from the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory movie. There's just a few of the things that are just as memorable as the movie itself.
Yeah, the props that are in it, of course. So today we're asking if you could have any item from any movie, what would it be? So while we give you some time to think about this and drop an answer in our live feed, listen to what's happening here. If you're a big-time movie fan, you would love the chance to be in this room. It features 1,800 items from hundreds of movies and TV shows, and they all go on the auction block next month in Hollywood.
We do have multiple other categories of items in the auction, like collectible toys, comic books, comic artwork, film production materials, meaning things like concept artwork, storyboards, crew jackets, a huge amount of collectibles.
All right, these items I'm more familiar with than the ones that I mentioned at the top of the show. Among the items up for bid, of course, we have Wilson, the volleyball from Castaway. Here's scripts from the hit show I Love Lucy, and a suit that Elvis Presley wore in the film It Happened at the World Fair. So there was also Star Wars memorabilia and some things from Freddie that I will never, ever, ever purchase because that movie is just not for me. But if you could purchase any movie prop, what would it be? Let us know in the chat and we'll get the discussion started right here at the table. So you had an interesting one that got my brain thinking early this morning.
Yeah, I've got Top Gun on the brain, given with the new movie coming out soon. So I was thinking about in the first movie, which I've seen 1,000 times, I'm thinking about the leather jacket that Tom Cruise wore. I think I would look so great.
You would look better than Tom Cruise in that jacket.
Is that possible?
It is.
I like it. I like that idea.
You'd be sharp.
You also have to have the glasses, though.
Yeah,
Can't do the jacket without the glasses.
Yeah, and the hair and all that.
No.
And I don't
You
have
got
all
the
that.
hair.
You have the hair.
That's not a problem for you.
Yeah.
Oh boy, but I think that would be nice to have that jacket.
Yeah, I agree. I was thinking of the jacket from Grease, the movies 1 and 2. The Pink Lady's jacket is just such a cool jacket. After you said that this morning, I was like, oh yeah, that'd be great. Originally, I was like, oh yeah, lightsaber from Star Wars. That would be so cool. But
That'd be cool too.
I have the jacket. I would take it all, to be honest with you. Any of my favorite movies. There's always something that kind of sticks out.
But why have a jacket when you could have a piece of jewelry? In my opinion, I would choose the Heart of the Ocean from Titanic, the iconic blue diamond. That goes into the ocean at the end.
Right.
Well, sorry to spoil it if you've not seen Titanic.
I don't know if there's not one
Is there such thing as a Titanic spoiler these days?
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, I would choose that. But I was excited to hear that an item that was actually on the auction block that I had thought of was the volleyball from Castaway, known as Wilson. You actually get quite attached to that volleyball during the course of the movie if you've seen it, just I think because of the nature of how isolated Tom Hanks is on the island and how he befriends this object that becomes his only companion. And then what happens to him is quite sad.
Yeah, you're all about spoilers today, aren't you?
I know.
I was just joking.
But the volleyball has survived. He's on the auction block. So.
Exactly. And I joked earlier you'd have to go into the ocean for both of them, but
That's very true.
I think that you're right. That piece of jewelry is obviously priceless. I doubt it would ever go up for auction, but if it did, I would have $5 immediately on it.
Yeah.
And that's all I could spend.
Me too.
All right, let's see what you guys are saying here because I'm sure you have great responses. Walter White says the DeLorean from Back to the Future.
I thought about that one. Yeah, but I went with the jacket first.
I wouldn't have enough banana peels to put into the DeLorean
Yeah.
because that's how they, charged it, right?
Yeah, charged
Wasn't
it up, yeah.
Okay, let's see. Kim Smith says she likes Wonder Woman, so I'm wondering if she would like the lasso, kind of like the whip that she uses, or maybe it's the headband or the belt. I mean, there's so many things about the skirt. Yeah, her whole outfit is pretty classic there. Joanne said Dorothy's red shoes would go home with her. And Jessica Richards replied to you, Megan, and said anything from Pirates of the Caribbean because they will never be the same without Johnny.
Yeah. Let's see. We also heard from LeVar who wants the Millennium Falcon from Star Wars or R2-D2, LOL. Rebecca wants the Beverly Hillbillies truck.
Okay.
All across the board here.
Oh, did you see our Brian? He said the iconic Thriller coat from Michael Jackson's video/movie Thriller.
That's a good one
There's
too.
something about those jackets. Yeah.
My brother had one when we were growing up, and I always used to sneak in and put it on when he wasn't around, just because it was so cool. I did not watch it until I was a teenager, by the way, because I watched 2 seconds of it and I was scared to death.
Oh, the Thriller music
Yeah,
video.
the Thriller video / movie.
Yeah.
But
it would have to
I
come
love the
with,
jacket.
It'd have to come with the white glove as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Ed, so let's see, Jose said Dorothy from Twister. So Dorothy from Twister was the item that they used to to try to get all the data from the tornado, kind of like a modern day weather balloon, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. That's a great analogy, yeah. Sending that up and collecting the data from the storm so they could better forecast it. That's what we do every day.
You have to send your own up.
Yeah.
Kim agreed with you, Megan, the necklace from the
Titanic.
And the skirt from Wonder Woman. Oh, that would be interesting to fit. My goodness. You know, she's an Amazon, so she's got legs for days.
Okay, I don't know if you already read this one.
I'm torso long, not leg long.
Jason said the Home Alone movie, the statue outside the house that the delivery driver knocked over. That's very specific.
Oh, that is very specific. I don't quite remember it.
That's so funny. That real Home Alone house is in Winnetka, Illinois. So I'm not sure if the actual statue is in that yard or if it was just a movie prop that they brought in.
Wow.
It's gone up for sale a couple times, but
yeah, there's a lot of
these are
good
great
ones.
ideas.
Yeah, especially the DeLorean. I started thinking about that. I'm like, that would actually be really cool because what year would you go back to or jump forward to?
Oh gosh.
I always think about that, and I'm like, you know, I just have loved my whole childhood. I know what years I would skip.
Right.
But
2020.
yeah, exactly.
That's one that comes to mind.
I don't think I would go back though. I'd want to know what was coming
I
ahead.
want to go up
Sure,
to the future.
Yeah.
Already been there, done that. Let's move to the issue.
But if there's anything you change, you know, it might.
Yeah, you could change. Yeah, the car and that leather jacket that I want. I think
You
the
can wear 'em
combination.
together.
Oh yeah.
You have a thing about flying objects.
Yeah, flying objects, fast cars, fast planes,
Right.
and really cool looking leather jackets.
Wear the Tom Cruise jacket to take Dorothy up into a twister.
That's
there you
it.
go.
Hey, there you go.
There you go. All right, so you guys you can keep responding here. One quick one. Rar Brian also said that Batmobile, any one of them would be great because they all have great toys apparently on them.
All right, this has been a fun first talker.
Definitely.
We have some headlines to get to, and then we'll get a final check of your forecast. But let's start with these. Another budget-busting update on gas prices, unfortunately, ahead of Memorial Day. Gas Buddy says the national average price at the pump has increased 11 cents in the last week, averaging $4.57 a gallon today. Here in Greensboro, prices increased about 12 cents in the last week. The average is $4.35 a gallon today. Gas Buddy says prices are actually appearing to slow down for now, but analysts expect record high gas prices for the holiday weekend. Well, a salmonella outbreak is prompting a Jif peanut butter recall. You definitely want to check your pantry. I know a few of us here have been affected by this recall. According to the CDC, the peanut butter has sickened 14 people in 12 states. 2 cases were serious enough to require hospitalization. So the recall includes several varieties of Jif peanut butter, but only those produced at its plant in Lexington, Kentucky. So throw it away like we did if you have it in your pantry.
Well, it is officially tick season, and the CDC says the number of tick cases has doubled in the last decade. If left alone, tick bites can have serious health effects, including Lyme disease. If you have any animals that go outside, experts say you should check them for ticks, and if you find a tick on you or your pet, gently remove it with tweezers from the head of the tick. Do not squeeze the tick's body. Well, the White House is getting ready to help distribute 35 tons of baby formula that arrived yesterday. The shipment arrived on a U.S. military aircraft from Germany to address this nationwide shortage of formula. WFMY News 2's IT's McMiller has the latest on the shortage.
Well, the first shipment will feed about 27,000 babies and toddlers for the next week. But this shipment is only going to parts of the country that have the largest need. And that means that they will not go onto store shelves here in the Triad. The first flight of Operation Fly Formula touched down Sunday in Indianapolis. The plane carries 78,000 pounds of prescription Nestle baby formula. The specialized formula is hypoallergenic, so it will only go to doctor offices and hospitals for infants intolerant to cow milk. While families desperately wait for the Biden administration to drop their second shipment, Triad doctors are offering this temporary resource.
There is a Mother's Milk Bank in Cary, North Carolina that does offer, and it's just recent. Usually it's only been offered to hospitals. We do have it here at the hospital for our mothers that are inpatients, but they are now offering it to moms in the community.
Cone Health says this is a safe alternative because moms who donate are thoroughly vetted. And the White House says that more shipments will come in this week. The next supply is expected to be a Gerber instant formula.
All righty, it's dry this morning with a peak of sun. Oh, that's about to go away. Rain ramps up as we go through midday and especially the afternoon. Maybe some pockets of heavier rain later today and into the evening. We got a very wet, low pressure area that will move through the region. It may dump upwards of an inch of rain with this particular system. We're looking at highs today in the lower 70s. Small risk of maybe an isolated strong or severe storm between about 2 p.m. and about 10 p.m. this evening. So we'll keep an eye on that for you. Tuesday, yeah, even cooler with mid 60s and some off and on light showers. And we'll keep it a bit unsettled with a stalled front to our south right on into Wednesday and Thursday. Lots of clouds, not raining every minute of the day or night, but kind of off and on light showers. We're looking at lower 70s on Wednesday, upper 70s by Thursday. We'll keep a rain chance in for the first half of Friday. Fingers crossed that we'll be able to clean it up and get all the wet weather out of here by the weekend. That's what we're looking at right now. We get the sun back, we warm back into the low 80s on Saturday and mid 80s on Sunday. I tell you that weekend forecast with a little bit of reservation. We'll watch the weekend and see how things go, but by the end of the week, we're going to be ready for sunshine and drier weather.
Well, it's kind of like what you always say, let it rain on company
time. Yeah, on my time, I want sunshine.
That's right.
I can't control it, but that's what I want.
That's what I want.
Hey, sunshine on a weekend when a lot of families are getting together and, you know, enjoying, pools being open, and of course, commemorating the reason for the holiday, which is Memorial Day. So a lot of parades and commemoration events going on as well.
It's going to be a great weekend.
Yeah, well, let's see if the weather holds true, because I do like those 80-degree temperatures. All right, thanks so much for joining us on After GMS. Had a lot of fun with you with our conversation. We'll have more tomorrow as we get your Tuesday started right here on the News 2 Facebook page. We'll see you tomorrow.